a doctoral student, and she took the mindfulness-based stress reduction class with me. And so I'm just gonna chat with her today about what it was like for her. So Lynn, tell us about your experience before coming into the class.
All right. So before I came to the class, I did find myself to be a more or less calm person. I mean, I think I'm more or less more calm than the people I see around me, or my roommates. Some of my friends always seem to be susceptible to panic attack and so on and so forth. That said, I still don't think myself to be that calm as a person. I do think that I can work on it. Because I always like to do things at the last minute, hand in my assignments on the dot, or sometimes, like 5 minutes late, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I know that if I had planned ahead and be more prepared for those assignments, I wouldn't have to be so stressed at the very last minute, which no one actually wants. Even though students do it all the time, they don't actually like being, so last minute and so on and so forth, and being under so much stress. Um, so that's about work-wise. The other issues that I was facing was having a issue with my relationship, because it's a long distance relationship and we have a lot of complications and problems. It's already a challenge to be in a relationship, but I think it's even more difficult to be in a long distance relationship because, it's just really tough to keep it going and so on and so forth. So those were my main issues. Um, yeah,
Thank you for sharing.
of
And
course.
yeah. And how was the mindfulness course helpful for you?
I think it was wonderful. So at first, when I saw the email informing me about the workshop, I was like, this is really interesting. It's definitely what I want to do. Um, because before that workshop, I have also tried practicing meditations on my own, but usually in very short periods of time, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day, that kind of thing. Um, and then when I saw the link, I'm like, oh, this is what I want to do. And then the hours seem really long. It's about 2 hours and a half. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's about 3 hours, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours and a half or something like that, to 3 hours. So at first I thought, can I commit myself to this 3 hours class at dinner time, because I'm always hungry and feel like eating so much all the time. And then I decided to just go with it. So after every supplemental instructions that I have to direct, I would go to the class, and it was wonderful. So I'm someone who always like to have time for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I always feel like I don't have enough time for myself, because there are all these distractions. When you go to school, you have your schoolmates. When you go home, you have the roommates, and you talk and you hang out and so on and so forth. So there are always these constant pressures to be talking to people or socializing, or just being friendly. And I like my roommates and my classmates. They're wonderful, but I still feel like I need more space for myself. And this class was exactly gave me what I really wanted, which is that 3 hour every week, just focusing on myself and what I want to do, just being myself and finding my center and so on and so forth. Uh, it was wonderful. The yoga sessions, all the meditations we did, all the little games, exercises that we play. The classmates were also really friendly with each other. So even though we are not that close, because we were still very new to each other, seeing one another for the first time, I think people were more or less very open to share their experience, especially the experience with practicing meditations.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and trying to reduce stress and so on and so forth. So I thought it was really helpful. Yeah.
Beautiful. And how has the practice been helpful in your life now? Or anything that you may have learned from the class, how is it useful now in your life?
So I do find myself a calmer person now. Uh, I try not to worry about things that I know worrying would not help.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Let me think of an example.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So for instance, being worried about whether my visa documents are gonna arrive on time
Mm-hmm.
would not make it arrive any faster, right?
Yeah.
So instead of trying to focus on that and worrying for no reason, I try to focus on something else or what I can do right now. For instance, maybe hang out with my friends, going on a trip, and so on and so forth. So I try to worry less about things that I shouldn't really be worrying about because there's nothing I can do about it except just be doing something else and waiting for it to happen whenever that is.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one thing that I learned from the course. I also find that it's better for me to find a center.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to grad school, it's always so stressful and there's all this pressure upon you. You have to teach your own class, you have to do your homework assignments. I think it's very easy to see your classmate doing the homework assignment that's due next week so early and thought to yourself that, oh my god, they are all doing the homework for the next week. For next week I'm supposed to be doing that homework as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
um, but I think this class helped me realize that it doesn't matter so much. As in, you should just care less about what other people are doing and
Mm-hmm.
more on what you are doing and what you actually want to do. And should I be doing this homework assignment right now, or are there other assignments in my other classes that I think I might have to struggle more with, and I should focus on dealing with that first instead of the assignments that my classmates are trying to work on. So
Mm-hmm.
focus more on myself and not so much what other people are doing, and not to worry about having to be like them or having to do the things that they are doing,
Right. Oh.
believing that it would be better for me to do that when it might not be the case because everyone is so different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah, and also my relationship. So I didn't talk to my boyfriend for like a month. um and now we have started to talk again, and we have decided that we will just be best friends for now
Mm-hmm.
and just work on that, because of this really long distance relationship, and you don't know if in the end you can be in the same place. But well, he's still my best friend and I'm still his best friend, so
Mm-hmm.
I will just work on that and not to worry too much about what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are my thoughts. It
Wow.
was wonderful.
Thanks. Oh my gosh, I miss you. Ah!
So I'm at University of Tennessee now because I've completed my master's at Georgia State.
Oh wow.
So it's a completely new environment and I'm still overwhelmed. But I
Mm-hmm.
think the course has helped me to, calm down, be more relaxed, and just slowly get to know people. And there are also yoga classes offered here, and I've been going to those.
Mm-hmm.
They are great, and they're also very intensive.
Oh wow.
There are also meditation yoga and like sunrise yoga and all those different
Great.
yoga classes that I really enjoy. And in my own time, when I don't have to be somewhere too early in the morning, I also try to do meditations.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like it's something I need to work on to
Mm-hmm.
completely get myself focused on my breathing and not to be stressed about, oh, what is gonna happening this morning, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm getting better at
Awesome.
controlling my emotions, especially negative emotions or unnecessary worry and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Wow. Ah, that's so great to hear. That's so great to
Yeah.
hear. And just to that point, I saw a great quote the other day, which is there's no such thing as a good meditator. There are just people who meditate.
Okay,
So
that's
just
awesome.
do it. Do it as often as you can, and don't worry about getting better at it. Just do it, and the benefits will come on their own.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think it works not just with meditations, but when you study a new language or just
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things. just do it and not to worry about whether you're bad at it or not.
Yeah.
Because that's what we often worry about. Like, I'm so bad at this, I cannot do this. But yeah, that kind of misses the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for this beautiful interview. Oh my goodness. I could cry.
Thank you so much. You're giving me she gave me a chance to reflect on what the cause of how helpful the cause was. Otherwise, without this interview, I might not reflect that much on it. I mean, I do reflect on it
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, but not to this extent. So this is awesome.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's a good reminder for me too, what I really want
Mm-hmm.
with myself and with my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh
No,
my
I
God.
miss
Thank
you
you so much
too.
for sharing.
Yeah.